Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am just doing a quick little design video. So I am just currently laying a clear base. It is just a wash, so that if I decide I want to just remove so I can use these tips again, I can just file them off and I've got my clear base like you would on your clients. So I've just done that on all four. Now I'm coming in with ballet slippers and I am just going to do an ombre. Now I had something in my monomat, so I do apologise because it was absolutely doing my tree in, but I'd started recording so it was tough. So you can see me picking it out at certain points. I end up stopping and changing all my monomer and everything. So I'm just placing my apex bead and I'm just building that up, and then I'm going to come in with a new glitter launch. It's a glitter acrylic. It hasn't been named yet, it's part of the pastel glitter range. So this is going to be a smile line. I decided I wanted a very plain nail, so I'm building my smile line and I'm going to do just a white at the bottom. I thought that I'd like to do a stamped image, so I decided that I didn't want too much sparkle under the stamping, otherwise it might just be over the top. So I built my smile line in reverse and then I'm just coming in and building it up from the cuticle. I will come in and file it and make it crisper before I'm done. So now my apex is being built, because remember it's in the back third, so that is going to be there even when I've filed my line nice and sharp. So now I'm coming in with that beautiful pastel glitter and I'm just creating a nice soft ombre. I do come back and cap these after I've finished. I'm just letting them set up a little first. So this one I've done a marble, but I have just come in with my smashed peach just to get some laid down in that cuticle area, just so that I'm not trying to marble right up and in there. So my marble is grape soda, virgin white and ballet slippers. And I'm just marbling it all the way down. Now sometimes you see me filing into my marble. This time I do cap it at the end. So what you see is roughly what you'll get. I do just put a rough clear coat over. So I'm coming in and I'm going to file my smile line just to make sure that's nice and crisp. When I ended up doing my stamping, I did it straight over the top of that smile line, so you can't particularly see it, but at least it is pretty. But yeah, I ended up putting that rose straight over the top. Now I'm just coming in with my virgin white and building a nice classic French. So I am just building that up in layers so that it is more than one layer at a time, purely because I don't want to put too much on, because the more acrylic you have to put on, the more acrylic you put on, the more you've got to file off, and that's wasting product and your time. So I'm coming in with grape soda and I am just ombreing up. I decided that I'm going to do the reverse to the pointer finger, but instead of putting the ballet slippers down, I'm going to put the glitter down. So I just wanted another way up ombre sort of thing. So this is going to be my cuticle bead, and I'm just making sure it's all nicely. Now I know obviously this is my training hand, but I do try to work on my training hand as if it is a real person, so I try not to touch with the skin or to overexpose. I think good working methods, it's sort of getting it in there no matter what you're doing, and I just caught that with my little finger. Right, so now I'm going to go back and I've got my big tub of clear out. As always, when I'm capping, I always just give that underlayer a little wipe, just to make sure there's nothing on it and that clear coat is going to sit. So this is my Simple Clarity, and I am just patting, pressing and pulling that down, so that one bead is going to cover that whole nail. A lot of times when people are capping, they use far too much acrylic, and they are scared to file into it in case they remove too much, but then worry why the nails are bulky. So yeah, I'm going to pat and press and pull. I'm watching my children try to talk in sign language to each other while I'm doing my voiceover. So obviously I'm not going to cap my smile line because they're both core lines, so they can be filed into and still have that strength and structure, because obviously we've got the nice clear base underneath. So I've got my cuticle nice and neat, I've got my side walls coming down, and then I'm just patting and pressing. I decided that I'm more or less gonna just leave the videos as I do. For one, I don't have a right lot of time to edit what I actually record, and I've had quite a few people say that they actually like to watch them in normal time. So I have supported my hand by using a cushion, and I am coming in and I am doing my side walls, and I am just going to get this nicely filed. Now, the same with a client, you wouldn't just let your client's nails be ragged around by the file. So I am supporting my nail bed, because alright, she might not be real, but we use our Dolly and we keep her nice, and this way we support her and there's no damage. I use my Dolly a lot, and this keeps her holding her still, and I still file, and she's great. So treat her like you would a person, and she'll keep coming back time after time. So I am just, because of all the dust, I do just dust off, make sure that I can actually see what's going on, because a bit of a culmination of dust means you think you've done, but you haven't. So I like to dust off. So now I'm moving on to my next, and as always, I'm doing my side walls. I don't tend to do my free edge until last, because depending on how I angle my side walls means I don't want to keep taking at that free edge. So I tend to do that one of the last. Once I've done my sides and I've done the bulk of my nail, I know where that is going to go. So yeah, I'm supporting her and I'm making sure that she's all nice and that them side walls aren't bulky and wide. And as you can see, I like symmetry, so looking down the barrel of your nail, you can actually see if there's any on the top arch that needs to be smoothed or isn't just perfect. So there we go. Now this, it looks like a franking nail, but I promise once I've filed, it looks beautiful. It goes from chunky to yummy yummy. So yeah, we're going to get this filed. Just pop it up there, darling. So we're going to get these filed, and then I built the set with the plan that I'm going to do a beautiful rose on this. This is why this finger is very plain and doesn't particularly look like it belongs with the set yet, because I have a beautiful pinky and purpley stamping polish that I just love and I wanted to put on, and I thought it'd really go with the set, but I didn't want to overdo with the glitter because I thought, yeah. So this is the smashed peach that I'm doing. So yeah. Now what I will say with filing, I haven't cut it out. So yeah, it is one of them things that you really do take your time with. Yes, I could have stopped and it would have been okay, but just doing them extra few strokes, making sure that them sidewalls are smooth and sleek, they don't bow out, they should be straight. It really does make a difference to the overall nail. Now I'm just tucking them down so that I can do the sidewalls on my last finger. Now, if I'm honest, and if I was doing the full set, I think for the thumb, I would have done, for this set, I think I would have done the thumb in all of that peach acrylic and done some more stamping on it. So with the length of the set, instead when I come on to the stamping on the ring finger, as you'll see, I'll just do a single rose. But I think I would have done like a couple of roses, but instead of having full ones, I think I'd have done 2, maybe 3 part ones, if that makes sense. So I think it'd have looked nice, fully nude, but just with a little bit of stamping on. So yeah, I know I haven't done it because I really am a pain in the butt like everybody else with the thumbs. But yeah, I think that would have been my go-to. So I'm just making sure everything's all nicely dusted off, and I am a bugger for putting my stamping plates away dirty, I will be honest. So I'm just coming in and cleaning my stamper, and you've seen me clean my plate. So I'm going to come in with the first little colour, and because I want to use the multi-layered plate, I'm going to go downhill so that I don't have to clean my plate before I go in with the next colour. Now as you can see, I've just took off the excess with my thumb, so my thumb is now covered in stamping polish, and this colour is going to go on the pattern next to it because this is a multi-layered plate. So I'm going to go down again and I'm going to pick it up, taking off the excess with my thumb, and I'm just going to go over that design now. A clear barrel on your stamping jelly stamper allows you to see down and see what's what. So I am actually going to, for the sake of good measure, clean it before I put it away, because I do forget. I am a nightmare for forgetting. See, just dump it away. And that is beautiful. Right, so I'm going to top coat, but as you can see, I've dabbed a few little crystals in here. Now, as always, my bling is always from Crystal Parade, and if this was a client, I would have put it on with my Chimera hard gel in super clear, but because this is just for a video, I have just put it in my top coat because she's going to sit on my shelf and look pretty, not be doing the dishes and everything else. So yeah, at this point I would have just done them with a dab of glue or my super clear but how beautiful does that look? But yeah, I went straight over that smile line. The smile line was beautiful, but I ended up putting the rose. And I'm really sorry for the angle of that. Ignore my big dry hands. So I've got the top gloss on the ring finger. So I am literally just going to come in with a couple of little bits. Just to add a little touch of sparkle round my stamp design. Nothing complicated. And they have just got smaller and smaller and smaller. But I wanted just a little bit more top gloss. Now obviously if this was a person and if I'd have thought about it, I would have bent the hand to where I needed it. But I have just literally come in and bent round my dolly. Right, so I am now going to cure that, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.